1 gold ingot per 9 stacks of cobblestone. That's 576 cobblestone per ingot. It's super compact, but why all the quartz? With most gold farms, you get swamped with unwanted items and burn over 380 quartz per ingot. Sorry, EPA. Well. I fixed it. But to understand what I fixed, you need to see what we're starting with. Take this soul sand method, for example. It's cheap, it's simple, but I can get over 63 blocks of quartz for every ingot of gold. That amount of waste is jaw-dropping. I told you the what. Now I'll show you the why as we walk around and walk along this machine right here. Each of these farms starts with a cobblestone generator, as you can see. And we're gonna have 64 cobblestone. We're gonna have 64 cobblestone in here. Let's get it started. There goes that 64 cobblestone. It's gonna have to be crushed in these crushing wheels to turn into gravel, which will pop up here any second. There it is. Gravel, but that's not enough. We have to crush it once again to get sand. Hello, sand, come my way. Hello, sand, come my way. Alongside the sand, we get a 10% chance to extract flint and a 5% chance to extract clay. And we incinerate those byproducts in this burning stack in an eco-friendly manner, of course. But anyways, yes, we get the sand to go along here and it haunts. We haunt it into the name of the method itself. Drum roll, please. Soul sand. There's the soul sand. So the soul sand, we go over here to wash it now. And then it's going to wash any minute now. Any minute now. Oh my goodness. And then the gold to quartz ratio. Look how much quartz that is. You'll see here in a second. 1 nugget, 36 quartz. Yeah, no, that's a lot of quartz. That is a result of the 12% chance we have to get 4 quartz per soul sand and a 2% chance to get a gold nugget per soul sand. Now that 380 plus quartz per ingot isn't random, it is a calculated outcome. But how do I actually run this? Like everything in this industrial empire, it wouldn't be alive without Brassworks. The Brassworks team recently released their Minecraft launcher, including their fully optimized mod pack, ready for your industrial empire. Instance migration is supported. I was already launched in under 3 minutes. Links are in the description. And that's how I got to work on this gold farm. Speaking of, what if you could get rid of all that quartz, Find an eco-friendly way to get rid of that excess quartz. Get all the gold without the excess quartz. Instead of processing sand to get soul sand, we processed sand into red sand, which we can extract 18 times more gold than soul sand even. So red sand or soul sand? Why do we even keep the soul sand method around? The engineering tells us exactly why. Here, let's start this. Process starts off exactly the same. We just crush cobblestone into gravel, and then we process gravel into, drumroll please, sand. And we're just gonna let that incinerate while we walk along. But now we wash the sand instead of haunting it. Why do we do that? Because sand has a 25% chance to get clay. And then we have to press that clay into, clay. And here it comes. We just bake the clay into terracotta. And now we have to crush that terracotta, crushing, into red sand. And red sand is what gives us that gold. And the occasional dead bush. I kid you not, dead bush is an actual byproduct. It's 5% chance to get it. Or is it? But that is, you get a lot less dead bush Then you do quartz. Looking at you over there, soul sand. And then we get those nuggets. Are we done processing that whole stack? Are we done? There's a clay ball in there. That's okay. We'll get to that later. And then we get 2 nuggets compared to the 1 without the quartz. The red sand method has a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 processes. But the soul sand method has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 less processes than this one. This one is straightforward and compact. This one is slightly bulkier, but you get better yield. Or do you? So you get 18 times more gold from the red sand than you do soul sand, but because of that clay, you only have a 25% chance to get the clay you need to get the red sand. So that begs the question, which one of these makes the most gold? This isn't a competition of speed, it's a competition of efficiency. So the real question isn't how much gold we can extract, it's how much gold we can extract from the same amount of cobblestone. So let's not waste any time here. Let's feed each of these machines 8 stacks of cobblestone and see what they do with it. 3, 2, 1, gold! Alrighty, the machines are done processing, which means we can look at the spoils. Soul sand method first. 14 nuggets. 14 nuggets and 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of nether quartz. Exactly. Wow. That panned out a lot better than the tests I did off screen. Yes, 14 gold nuggets. 4 stacks of nether quartz. Not too shabby. Now let's look over here. 10 gold nuggets. The soul sand method is great, but most of the cobblestone that you're putting into the machine is turning into quartz instead of gold. The red sand method is pretty decent as well, but that clay, that 25% chance of clay is going to be a huge bottleneck in the long run, especially at scale. Now for the results. Because we're doing this not based off of just gold, we're doing it off of efficiency. And the winner is Method 3, the tri-processing method. Yeah, no, there's a whole other method we didn't go over just yet. But it wins with a total of, oh, that's a lot more than I'm testing, 63 gold nuggets for 8 stacks of cobblestone. That'd get, please correct me if my math is wrong, but that's over 580% more efficient than the soul sand method. 63 gold nuggets, 14. That's where the 80% went. How is method 3 over 6 times more efficient than the soul sand method? Method 3 doesn't really pick a winner between those two, it just picks both of them. And the third method, which we'll see here in a minute. So I'm gonna take that gold back out, and we're gonna just run this thing. I'm gonna show you how it works. It's gonna be hard to keep up with. Okay, starts off, it's got the same bones as the other two methods. Process cobblestone into gravel and gravel into sand. So the sand goes down here. The flint gets incinerated, but the extra clay goes up here to be processed as the red sand method, and it comes out as gold at the end. So that's the red sand method on top. And then this is the soul sand method on the bottom. Method 3 uses both soul sand and red sand, but the true secret is in the quartz. So as the sand turns into soul sand, it gets washed into the gold and oh, that's inside my brain. Mostly empty, but there's something in there sometimes. It turns into mostly quartz and then that little bit of gold, as we all know and love. So when that processes, there it goes. The gold would go up here onto the same belt as the red sand method. But the quartz goes through the third method I haven't talked to you about, the granite method. The granite method involves using an extra cobblestone generator. It's a creative crate back there. You won't be able to see it, but an extra cobblestone generator, and then you take 2 quartz, this exact pattern, and it produces diorite with mechanical arms split between crafter and send an extra quartz over here to be mixed in the basin, and the basin mixes the diorite and the quartz to make granite. Then the granite gets crushed into red sand, which we can wash to get that 18 times more gold output than soul sand. Right here, there's no % chance to get diorite, there's no % chance to get granite, there's just straight recipe. Quartz, cobble, diorite with more quartz makes granite. Straightforward, no loss. And then that red sand gets washed, and then we get the full potential of that 18 times more gold. And we end up with 9 gold nuggets in that stack. And because the extra clay actually gets reused, we just squeeze out every bit. Yes, that extra clay gets reused in the red sand method, squeezing as much as we can out. But would you look at that? So this is the most efficient way material and input wise to make gold. And then you can put all this gold into your bartering systems or golden apple factories. I don't know. It's gold. You want it for some reason. But now with the know-how of the gold farms under our belts, we only have one thing left to ask. How compact can we make this gold factory?